Hey, my friends. So, I want to share something with you guys today. The people who follow me that are genuinely my friend. So, at the age of 11, in my younger years, middle school, I lived in Fort Lauderdale. I've been in Florida longer than I've been alive. So, wait, that came out wrong. I've been in Florida since age 11. And I came here. I started out here in Fort Lauderdale. My father, who has now transcended to the other dimensions, heaven, with Jesus, the King of Kings, the greatest ascended master of all times. And I know my Father's with him. My Father created a very special memory in my life when I was young. And he had an airboat. And we would go out into the Everglades. And I would get on that airboat and I just felt so free. So free out in this beautiful wilderness, hovering above water. It was the most freeing thing I ever felt in my life. We saw Black Panthers. We met a tribe out there that fed us gator tail, that taught us how to properly wrestle an alligator, and my little brothers were into that. And I don't know, it was just like really good memories of the Everglades and the airboats. And now I still live in Florida, not in Fort Lauderdale anymore, but I still live in Florida on the other side, the Gulf. And I hear that one of my best childhood memories with my father that's no longer here anymore, they're turning it into an Alcatraz prison. And this isn't just for American monsters. This is for worldwide monsters. Every single, allegedly, this is what it's being built for. This is what the president is saying it's being built for. Is for all of the criminals, the monsters that R-worded little children, that murdered women and children and others, the worst of the worst monsters that do incomprehensible things to humans are going to be housed in this Alcatraz prison that they are building in where? The Everglades. One of my favorite childhood memories has now turned into a nightmare. Because this isn't just American monsters that are going to be housed there. This is world monsters. The worst of the worst from everywhere in the world. This is what he is saying is going to be housed there, and they are building it now. So I don't know what to think about it. And for a long time, I didn't watch TV. And you know what? I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't. I think I don't even want to anymore. Because I feel like when we watch it, then now I'm thinking of it, right? So when we watch those things, we think about it, and what we think about starts to be created. If mass people are thinking about a certain thing, it becomes created. And then that goes into the simulation theory. I mean, it just goes into so many rabbit holes that I'm sick of going in. So I'm at the point where I feel like the less I know, the better. Because there's a lot of things I don't, excuse me, there's a lot of things I don't want to know. I just don't want to know. Does anyone else feel like this, or is it just me? Please, somebody let me know. Does anybody else feel this? I know there has to be duality, but why does it feel like it's not balanced? It's tipping. There's not a balance anymore of the light and the darkness. It feels like it's tipping more towards the darkness. Now, does it have to tip more towards the darkness before it gets better? That's what my conclusions and calculations are coming to. But did I think that I would ever live in this age? H-E-double-L, no. But here I am, sitting in this golden age that's more like the dark age. And there's all of this madness and craziness going around. And I'm an empath, so I can feel everything. That's why I have such a huge problem that I have been working on with going into grocery stores, with going around mass crowds, because I can feel it all. So I've learned to surround myself in a protective bubble of light that is sealed and it's reflective, so the other people's energy doesn't attach to me anymore. It just bounces off and goes right back to them. So it doesn't attach to me anymore, thankfully. So I have learned that. But you guys, I'm just like, I just cannot believe that they're building this in the Everglades, out of all places. And then they're like, well, if they try to escape, then they'll just get eaten by alligators and anacondas. And there are some really big alligators out there. But you know what? People go hunting out there because we have to. Because if we don't, then we will be overrun by these 14, 15 foot, oh yeah, alligators, reptilian brain alligators, and these anacondas. That's why they have a season to hunt them, so we're not overtaken by them. So are these people going to still be able to hunt there? And then what's going to happen to the black panther that's native to Florida, the panthers that are out there, the wildlife that is out there? What's going to happen? It's like we're pushing this wildlife further and further to us. And then when the wildlife comes to us and does something wrong, they want to go and unalive it, which I don't agree with, because you guys know I love animals and I love the planet. And I love every single human on this planet. Anyway, you guys, I just had to show up. I know this is a long video. I am sending you guys tons of love, tons of prayers. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay strong, be well, stay meditated, and know and believe that it will get better. I believe that it will. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, but it will get better. So believe it. I love you, and stay tuned. I'll catch you on the next one. And just try to have an awesome night. Try not to think too much like I am. I am not going to think about this anymore. I'm going to leave it alone. I had good times with my father. They are now gone. He is gone. So I'm just going to move on. I love you. And I'm grateful for those times. Peace.